Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation.
While the COVID pandemic wreaked havoc on many businesses across the country, it also provided the opportunity for the creation of new businesses. We will highlight two of those businesses in Dangriga. Our Belize Watch team spoke with Antonette and Edlene Webster, the creators of Southern Rum Cream. We will have that for you after we hear from our partners, Belize Natural Energy Charitable Trust, the Barry, Shell Belize, and the National Gas Company.
Since 2008, the Belize Natural Energy Charitable Trust has created opportunities for Belizeans to develop themselves and their communities. The trust employs tools that are intuitive, collaborative, and accessible so that every Belizean is empowered to achieve their full potential. Over 200,000 Belizeans have been impacted because of our various initiatives. The Belize Natural Energy Charitable Trust, empowering Belizeans of today to create the Belize of tomorrow.
We are the Barry, offering you great products, good service, and of course, the lowest prices in the entire country. Visit us in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio Cayo, Orange, and now in San Pedro, La Isla Bonita. The Barry. Get more, pay less.
Shell V-Power, with 3 times more cleaning and friction-reducing molecules. Go well. Go Shell.
My name is Carlos Rodriguez. I am Belizean and I have been in this business for 6 years. Finally now, because of transparent prices, better product quality and fairness in the market, I can see my headway. I have worked hard to buy my own trucks, get my business going, and not depend on anyone. And with NGC operating in the market, I can feel good about the future for my small Belizean business and our employees. In just a short time, I have seen the difference in product quality. A better product means your beauty lasts longer and you get more value for your money. With NGC, there is a fair price across the country. No games or hidden middleman prices. My small business can finally compete in a fair way and be able to pass on better prices to you, our consumers. Trust me, I've been in this business a long time and finally the playing field is level and transparent. I am Carlos Rodriguez from San Ignacio Town and I can finally see my headway.
The National Gas Company Belize Limited, fueling Belize forward.
It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from.
And we are with Antonette and Edlene Webster here in beautiful Dangriga. And when I come to Dangriga, I always remember my friend Dr. Gwen Nunez Gonzalez, how she says it, right? Yeah. Beautiful. How you say it? You know how you say it?
Beautiful Dangriga.
No, how you say it,
right.
And I'm Antonette and Edlene. Edlene Webster.
Edlene.
Edlene.
Right.
Edlene
yes.
Webster.
Yes.
Right? And thanks for having me here in your home. And we're here to talk about rum cream.
Yes. Southern rum cream.
But before we get into Southern rum cream, let's get to know you and your family.
Okay.
Antonette.
So, my name is Antonette Webster. I was born and raised here in Dangriga. Yes. I lived on the north side of Dangriga. We call it Bluefield area. So I am...
Bluefield area. Bluefield, Nicaragua? Bluefield, Nicaragua?
I really can't answer the question. I don't know.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
But I maybe it's because of a lot of commonality that Belize had with the northern coast of Nicaragua. Blue fields in Nicaragua is where they call them huaycas, are located, the Mosquito Kingdom. And the Mosquito Kingdom had a lot of commonality with Great Britain, in that they were a British Tartary protectorate ally or something like that. As a matter of fact, the Mosquito Kings were crowned at St. John's Cathedral in Belize from that area in Nicaragua, Bluefields.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And I guess some of the people that came from Bluefields might have settled here and named the area Bluefields after Bluefields, Nicaragua, that they left in Nicaragua. So you see how history intertwined, right?
I know. So I am the second to the last child for my mom. I have 5 girls, and we're very active in the community. After finishing high school, well, I went to Holy Ghost School, and I got transferred when I was in Standard 4 to Sacred Heart School. So I finished there, and then I went to Ecumenical. And from Ecumenical, I started to work with Banana Control Board. I was there for a short time, maybe 6 months. And from there, I went to Central Bank. Well, it was Monetary Authority of Belize.
Monetary Authority.
Yes, yeah. And then it changed its name in what, 1982? Yeah.
After independence.
Yes. So from there, I stayed there for 5 years. So I started as a receptionist and then got transferred as a currency supervisor. And from there, well, you know, at the time when you do, you're taking your money that is mutilated. I work at all the banks. And at that time, I wanted to move back home. And Scotiabank had an opening for a teller. So in 1986, I went and started to work with Scotiabank in Dangriga.
Okay.
So I was the happiest person because, you know, at the time, you used to have crimes was just started, and I had a baby boy, and I didn't want him to raise in Belize City.
Okay.
So I moved home and started to work at Scotiabank with, as a teller. And then from there on, I just moved up. I became a manager in 1996.
Okay.
After that. And from there, I was transferred to Belize City. So I was the manager for Belize City for like three years. And then I retired in 2018.
2018? That was
Yes.
just the other day?
Yes,
You know,
2018.
as a matter of fact, when Scotia started to decide that it will sell
I was
out or
out
move out of
already.
oh, you're already out when
Yes,
Scotia
I was
decided
out,
to do that.
yes. And unfortunately for me, or should I say fortunately, I don't know, but I was diagnosed with cancer in 2019, February of 2019.
How is that doing right now? Is that doing
Very
remission?
good. Very good, yeah. So I had to do surgery and all that.
Good now.
Went through chemo. Yes, I'm good now. Thank God. And then, well, we started the business. Well, actually, I had my dreams and all that, but guess what? That had to go on hold until I deal with the medical part of it for the cancer. And then from there on, well, that was when Rum Cream was born.
But I find it strange. You have been a banker, been in the banking industry all your life.
7 years.
And how Rum Cream got into the middle of all of that?
Well, you have to talk to Edlene about that part now.
It was your daughter who came up with the idea?
Yes. So we started Southern Rum Cream in 2020, December of 2020. We started it when the pandemic was happening and the borders were closed. We weren't able to go anywhere, and my mother wanted Baileys. And so I said, you know, I've been wanting to try this homemade Baileys. And so I came from Belize City. I actually followed in her footsteps, so I work at the Central Bank of Belize. I came home for the weekend, and I told her, you know, because she had this request about Baileys, and we weren't able to go to the border like we normally do to get our Baileys. So I decided I will try this homemade Baileys. And we did, and it was so awesome, and we loved it. I did it again for another family function that we had, and everybody loved it as well. And so we said, you know what, if everybody loves it, then maybe we should start a business with it and share it with our community. And so that December we started a business out of it and did a sale for members of our community, and the response was so awesome, and we said, this can't just be something for such a short time. We had to continue, and we started working on our brand and what we would be able to offer to our community.
Okay, so you started that industry out of COVID, basically, because if the COVID wasn't around, 19 wasn't around, and you would have gotten your Baileys, you might not be here today. As successful entrepreneurs, doing your own thing. So how did you feel when this thing was accepted and everybody started to talk about it?
Well, we felt great.
I could just imagine that.
We felt great. Like we said, the feedback was awesome. We started to work on the recipe to make sure we perfected it. And my mother and I worked on that to make sure that we have consistency in our product. And we worked on our marketing, labeling, everything that goes along with making sure that our product was out there. We started working to make sure that we were marketing outside of Dangriga, because a lot of people in Dangriga already knew about it, but not outside of Dangriga. So we started to market in southern Belize for the most part, and then we started to get it into stores. And so for us, that was the launch of our product.
And that launch, since that launch, what has happened since that launch? I'm impressed by the bottles here,
So we started out with these traditional bottles that we would call plastic traditional bottles. And then we wanted to do something nice for Christmas. These kind of drinks are really Christmas type drinks for the holidays. And so we introduced these bottles last year.
Capped and everything.
Yes.
These are capped as they were capped abroad. I mean, they're professionally capped.
Yes.
So
we started to produce these types. So these are pretty much, we have them all year round, but for a special occasion, that's when we would have more requests of them.
Now people will look at this and say, I see rum cream, yes. But some people will look at it and say rum popo. Yes. Because we're so used to rum popo around Christmas time. What's the difference between a rum cream and a rum popo?
So southern rum cream is more towards Baileys and not really towards rum popo. Rum popo has in eggs. Southern rum cream doesn't have in eggs. It also has nutmeg, and this doesn't have nutmeg. For me, I love more southern rum cream than I do rum popo at this point.
No.
And then rum popo also have in, our drink having coffee. And rum popo doesn't have coffee in it.
That's what makes the difference with Baileys thing, the coffee. Any special brand of coffee you use, or local coffee, or any special brand of coffee?
No, we have a special brand. But I can't tell you.
I understand. Secrets of the trade, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Good ingredients.
The coffee that you use.
Yes.
So your rum cream, Belize, what?
Sometimes creamy is better.
And why you put it so small?
I know.
Sometimes creamery is better. Yes. Right? Because sometimes I agree your creamery might be better.
Yeah.
Southern rum cream. Right? And so how has it been going since you started? You've been selling a lot. You said you're
Yes. So this is a little bit more than a year in business. We have increased our sales over the year that we have been in operations. I believe the success also contribute to how we diversified Southern Rum Cream into doing Mother's Day and Father's Day packages. We saw that as a way for us to show people about our product, and so we created the idea of doing these 2 special occasion packages.
Show me those packages, and what would you have in one of those packages? What would one of those packages cost?
All right, so this is our Father's Day package that we did this year, actually. So it includes, of course, our bottle of Southern Rum Cream. It also includes an extra rum for our fathers who might want to mix it with more rum. And it includes a special Father's Day cup. And it has since Southern Rum Cream has coffee in it, we added some additional coffee to it, as well as some snacks. It's also in a ice bucket,
Yeah, I noticed that.
right? And so our dads could use it for other occasions after Father's Day.
No, and the sale of these went well?
Yes, it was definitely a success. We actually doubled our sales this year because we started last year. So this year we doubled the sales that we had this year.
Okay. So how would you talk to other entrepreneurs out there? People, you know, because sometimes people want to try something, but are a bit scared, and sometimes they don't know how to go about doing it, you know, to really starting a new venture such as this one. Because you don't know if it will succeed, you know. So what advice would you give them?
For me, I would say make sure that you market your product, right? So you have to stay on top of it to make sure that you sell as much products as you want or more. We also have a birthday package.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, and the birthday package would include... The birthday package would include a rum cream, and we would have a wine glass. We usually personalize it, and then we put in some chocolate in there and some flowers. So this is what we would give to mothers or for birthday. Yes, for birthdays. And then we also did it for Valentine's. We did it once for Valentine and then for Christmas. So you need to market your product. You just can't sit down there and feel like people are come by, you know. That will never happen. Yeah. You need to make sure you stay on top of it. And we have different ways how we boost up our sales. So Edlene would send a text to, what's the business name?
It's one of those social media platforms that wants you to boost your page. And so we would use one of those businesses to help advertise for us. We also ensure that we have high quality flyers, so it's very catching, and as people see it, they want to know what it's about. So those are some of the techniques we use to increase our sales.
And of course, after today, when on radio and TV, your sales are supposed to triple or double or quadruple, because the audience you're going to reach because of this is nothing compared to. I mean, what you have been doing is nothing compared to the audience you reach with this, with a show like this.
So, yes. So we also have customers who use our product for desserts. So we have people who would do cheesecake, cupcakes, cake. We have somebody who uses it for ice cream. So there's different variety of desserts that you can do with the rum cream. So it's not only for you to drink, you can also use it as an additional ingredient.
How many bottles of rum cream you sell more or less? How many bottles you would sell more or less, let's say in a month? Roughly.
I think it varies based on the season. So I wouldn't say anything less than maybe 400 bottles.
In a month?
In a month.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
And a bottle would sell for how much?
A bottle like this sells for $25. This is our regular bottle.
Why? I see you have some in glass bottles, like this one I'm holding, and some in plastic bottle. What's the difference?
This glass bottle is $30.
And the plastic glass bottle is 25.
Yes, this one is 25. This one is $60 for this one. We also sell by the gallon. That is $100 for the gallon, but that's by special request, so we don't normally have that on stock. And then we just introduced our pouches. So this is a cool way for people to just pick up a small pouch. You know, some people don't want to buy a big one because maybe they haven't tried it before, they don't know how awesome it is, so they try something small. And so this goes for $10 for one.
No, I like to use this show, and whenever I visit entrepreneurs, as an opportunity to showcase to Belizeans what can be done when we take things in our hands and do our own business. When we take something that we like and turn it into something that can benefit us economically, you know. So I would like you particularly as a young Belizean, to walk other young Belizeans through what they can do to maybe imitate, not necessarily by doing rum cream, but to become entrepreneurs themselves.
I think what we did a lot of was research. We tried to find out what was best for our product, how to make it, how to keep it as long as we can in terms of shelf life as well. And that's something that we still want to try to improve. We did a lot of research. We tried to do a lot of marketing. We tried to touch base with a lot of family members as well who might want to sell for us. Given that we're all the way in Dangriga, we wanted to reach different outlets and different parts of the country. So we did a lot of that. But I believe that the best part we did was plan. We planned. We made sure we were consistent in our ingredients. So every time somebody opens a rum cream, it tastes the same. It's, like we said, it's something like Baileys. It has that same kind of ability. And so we try to make sure that this product is a proud Belizean product.
What you said about it being consistent and that the taste remaining the same is very important. Yes. Because if you don't do that, then you have a problem. You can't taste one way today and next way tomorrow, and it changes. It has to be the same taste every single day. Definitely. I can recall as a young man, I was entrepreneurial myself. I developed a burger, Super B, Belize's finest burgers. And I knew I came up with a recipe and everything, but I knew every burger patty had to taste the same. Right. You couldn't vary that, in no way. So there was this formula that is used and followed very strictly and kept very secret. That's why I understand why you don't want to tell me what coffee you use. I could identify with that,
And definitely what we did also at the beginning of our product was listen to our customers. Some people wanted more rum. Some people felt that maybe we could have let it a little bit less sweet. And so that helped us to guide us to see what other people would have liked. And so sometimes people don't like people to tell them how their product tastes. But we love when people tell us how our product tastes, because they're the one who will consume it as well, right? So we take that very seriously.
You want real critics, Yes,
and surprisingly, when we started the product, we didn't have enough rum according to some customers, right? So what we did, we increased the amount of rum that is in the product. And guess what? We couldn't even sell one of the other products. So we had to stop, produce that, and then produce the one with more rum. And some people still want more rum. We say, okay, you need to put it in yourself.
Also, that's why the gift package has that extra bottle in there. You pour in whatever you want pour in.
Yes.
Southern rum cream, right? And we're here with the ladies who came up with the concept and with the recipe of Southern rum cream. But one of the things that young entrepreneurs need to learn is that not on the first try you get it. Right? You have to try several times till you hit it. Yes. Right?
We had to do that. We had, it was like 3 different sessions, right? Yeah. We had 3 different sessions with some family. They were here. We were celebrating birthday, 19th and something else. And yes. And then we had them taste it. And I think it was on the 3rd try that one of our family members said, "You win the lotto." Okay. So she said, "Bingo, you got it now." So she said, "You could push this in the market." So I said, okay, and that was when we said, all right, this is it.
Yeah. Another key question will be the shelf life. What's the shelf life of Southern rum cream?
Well, we still have challenges with the shelf life. Once we produce it, like maybe today, we have like 3-4 days to put it in the fridge, and then you can leave it there for like 2 months, and then you could consume it then.
But is there a manufacturer's date on it?
No, there's no date on it. No, there's no date on it. Yeah.
What we try to do is ensure that our stores have limited amounts so that the turnover is adequate, right? And so that we don't have to have anything spoiled on the shelf. So we always try to have a certain amount so that the rotation can be good. Yeah.
I guess there might be a way to work on that shelf life as well.
Yes.
I'm sure.
We would
research on that. We had
started
a company, yes, we started to do a research, and we had a company that was willing to have us there, but we were unable to do it since COVID came. I mean, it got worse, and this company is in Colorado.
Okay.
So we still need to try to reach out to them to see if we could make an appointment and see how we could work on it.
But in the meantime, it's a good product, right?
Excellent product.
And well, 2 months is quite good enough for something like this to be around, I have no problem with the 2 months, and I'm sure you rotate it faster than that, because if in 2 months you can sell a bottle of a southern rum cream, if you can't sell that in 2 months, sell something wrong.
Yes.
That means something wrong with the product, right? So obviously it will move very fast, and when you put it there, it's gone, and you will call it, and it's gone again, right? So. And what I like is that it's Belizean and it's replacing the imports from outside. That is what that's what's impressed me.
It's definitely our Belizean version of Southern rum cream. Yeah. So.
I noticed you bring that glass up for me.
Yes, this glass is yours.
Okay, and so you make a taste.
Yes,
Well, let's just taste this Southern rum cream, because it's not rum punch. It's not rum popo, it's rum cream. And I could, if I drink this whole glass of rum cream, what happened to me?
You might sleep on the way.
Yeah, I might sleep on it. I have to drive.
Oh my! I hope you have another driver.
Well, I'll have to. All right. Let me see. Yeah. Go on, let me just stir it a little bit.
Yes, stir it a little bit.
Good stuff. Yeah. And the important thing is Belizean, right?
Yes.
The milk is local too, right?
No, the milk is an imported, because we use different types of milk, and the milk are imported milk.
Okay.
But we buy them here in Belize.
All right.
So we want to take this opportunity to thank some of our sales agents. We have one in San Pedro, that's Johaida Nunes. We want to thank her very much because she really pushed it in San Pedro. There are times we need to go to maybe a market sale, and we have to catch a boat and carry all these products. And sometimes we have to send it to her on the plane so she could deliver it to her customers. And then we have Miss Pamela in Corozal, right? She's also an agent. Where the next guy name? No, the one, Libertad. Ardon. So, yes. So he's a salesperson as well. And then we have, what's his name? Ashley in Belize City. So he's an agent along with Edlene. So if you want the product, you could contact them. We are on Facebook. And we have some of the stores. So we have Top Value in Placencia that carries the product. We have Family Imports here in Dangriga. We have Prices Right in Dangriga. We have Fui Mart, that's the name, right? Fui Mart in Hopkins.
That's a lot of places, one.
Yes. Where else? I think that's it? Yeah, that's it. So we want to say thank you to them.
We have a store in San Pedro as well.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 stores in San Pedro. Riches, I believe is the name, in San Pedro. So you could get it there through the agent or at the store.
All right. So it's a formulated Belizean product. So thank you so much. I know the rum is 100% Belizean for sure.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Right?
100% Belizean.
And I know ask you which brand because because that might be a secret of the trade as well. It's a secret of the trade. Anything else you want to tell me that I didn't ask you?
I just want to say thanks to our customers. They have been so supportive, especially our family members. They have promoted Southern Rum Cream to the fullest for us as well. And all those who have just tried the product and shared the love, even those who are abroad, because we have customers abroad as well. And so we want to say thanks to the Belizean diaspora and Belizeans at home. We really appreciate the love that we got for Southern Rum Cream.
Okay. Anything from you, ma'am?
Well, I just want to say the same. I want to say thank you, and thank you to you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. Miss Ava, thank you very much. And hopefully we could come back and we will have more products.
That's right, because the future will be to expand into more products, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
You know, you already have a winner here, so you could expand into something else. Right?
Exactly, exactly. And we wanted to extend it to other stores as well, but we're taking it a little bit slow to make sure we satisfy our customers, our present customers.
Okay. Well, best wishes. And, you know, when things are done in Belize, they're done in lots of love. And so because they're done in lots of love, we always say, Belize and beyond, thanks for choosing love. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
When we come back, Shanil Williams speaks with us about the creation of Shay Jays Frozen Drinks. We take a break to hear from our partners who make this show possible.
Since 2008, the Belize Natural Energy Charitable Trust has created opportunities for Belizeans to develop themselves and their communities. The trust employs tools that are intuitive, collaborative, and accessible so that every Belizean is empowered to achieve their full potential. Over 200,000 Belizeans have been impacted because of our various initiatives. The Belize Natural Energy Charitable Trust, empowering Belizeans of today to create the Belize of tomorrow.
We are the Barry, offering you great products, good service, and of course, the lowest prices in the entire country. Visit us in Belize City, Belmopan, Sa Ignacio Cayo, Orange Rock, and now in San Pedro, La Isla Bonita. The Barry. Get more? Feel less.
Shell V Power, with 3 times more cleaning and friction reducing molecules. Go well. Go Shell.
My name is Carlos Rodriguez. I am Belizean and I have been in this business for 6 years. Finally now, because of transparent prices, better product quality and fairness in the market, I can see my headway. I have worked hard to buy my own trucks, get my business going, and not depend on anyone. And with NGC operating in the market, I can feel good about the future for my small Belizean business and our employees. In just a short time, I have seen the difference in product quality. A better product means your beauty lasts longer and you get more value for your money. With NGC, there is a fair price across the country. No games or hidden middleman prices. My small business can finally compete in a fair way and be able to pass on better prices to you, our consumers. Trust me, I've been in this business a long time and finally the playing field is level and transparent. I am Carlos Rodriguez from San Ignacio Town and I can finally see my headway.
The National Gas Company Belize Limited, fueling Belize forward.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from.
I'm in the home of Shanil Williams, and Shanil makes cocktails and different things for adults. It's adult beverages, from what I understand. And Mr. Williams is looking straight at me, you know. He said, yes, it's for adults. It's not for children. It's for adults, right, Shanil? So let's get to know you and who is Shanil Williams.
My name is Shanil Williams. I'm a resident of Dangriga. I am 30 years old, mother of 2 handsome little boys. This whole drinks on the go cocktail pouches started when the pandemic hit. I always wanted to do my own thing, but I was still employed, and you know, you need to save a little before you go off into your own business. So me me being the type of person I classify myself as a go-getter. There's nothing that I stop myself from. So I shoot for everything and I put my all into everything that I am doing. So the cocktails, it started off with basically me selling wings and nachos. So that was just to complement what my husband was bringing to the table. So, you know, you need a little bit, everybody need an extra, you know, help here and there. So I said, you know what, I'm already doing the wings and the nachos. So might as well complement it with some pina coladas or some strawberry daiquiri to give people something to look out for. So very affordable drinks. You get 2 for the price of 1. So nobody is losing. Okay. So you get what you're looking for, and I get a little bit of cash out of it.
I like how you put that, you know. You get, good entrepreneurs always do that. You get what you're looking for, and I get some cash out of it, because that's what it's all about. That's what entrepreneurship is all about. But before we get into the product, that you do, let's talk about you growing up here in Dangriga. What was it like? And where were you working when all this change happened when COVID hit and so on? Walk me through your life.
Okay, so I grew up on 16 Magoon Street, not far from here. We're on Knopp Street right now, but like 6 houses away. So being here in Dangriga, like I had always had a normal childhood, being able to like just walk from home and straight to the river. Like I had the most amazing childhood, like everybody just, and the type of person, like I said, I had always been bubbly. So I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of friends and I was like outgoing, I would say. But I was still a little shy. But my parents always made sure that we had everything that we need, and especially my dad. My dad is a hardworking man.
Who was your dad?
My dad is Peter Williams. Okay. My dad, he does fishing.
He's still doing fishing?
Right now he's just focusing on the rental properties that he have. So he does fishing and he does farming. Okay. So there was always something. I remember he used to take us to the farm and he would have us pick up all the crab when there was a lot of crab with trees. So yes, so he would have us picking up the crabs, and when we come home he had some little ice bags and he would tell us, you know what, wash the crabs, put them in the bag, and then you guys go and sell them. Yes, and like I said, my dad, we didn't have, he taught us how to go about and make money for ourselves. So he taught us that, you know, so I'm super proud of that, because now that I go out and I sell my drinks, I'm not afraid to stand up on the street.
Because he taught you that bravery to go out there and do something.
I'm not afraid of going out on the street and making honest money. So that's what he always said, you know what, in life you have to be a hard worker. You know, no make nothing stop on. Make sure you always have everything, because I made sure you guys have everything. So, and then with all that, I was working at Ian Anderson Caves branch before the pandemic hit. I was there for almost 4 years. And when the pandemic hit, being pregnant at the time.
You already met this gentleman over here, right?
Yes. Okay. We are together for 6 years. Okay. So I was pregnant, and then the virus was, you know, already taking over Belize. So being pregnant, it made us, my bosses and myself, we had to come to an agreement, you know, that, you know what, Shaneal, we don't want to put you at risk when it comes to you being at work.
Being exposed, you know?
Being exposed. So we sat down and we were like, you know, as soon as you have the baby and you're ready to go, just give us a call and come back. But to be honest, like thinking about everything, you're still going to be exposed anyway, and then having a young baby, I couldn't do it. So I just started my own thing. It took time for the business to bloom, but trust me, now they're popular, and everybody enjoys Shay Jays Frozen Point drinks.
What's the name of it? You said Shay Jays?
Shay Jays Frozen Point.
Shay Jays.
My aunt gave me a nickname, Shay, and then my boys are all Jays. So James, and then my the last baby name, he's Colin, but the middle name Janir. So Shay Jays.
Shay Jays, you and the boys.
Yes.
Shay Jays. So Shay Jays, what you call it? Shay Jays Frozen Point.
Yes, because all the drinks you get from me are nice and slushy, so you enjoy them very much.
Well, we'll see about that. I'm sure you'll be showing me some of those drinks and how you go about making them. But let's go back to you leaving Ian Anderson. COVID coming, you have your family, you want to help your husband to maintain the family, because, we need to do that. And both parents need to work together to provide for especially 3 children, And so now you're working together. You're doing this. How hard was it to get it going?
Okay. So it basically took what was left after COVID. You have to make sure that you had everything during COVID. So the little money I had left that I had saved up, and with the help of my husband and my older sister, that's what we pulled that money together, and that's how we started the business. At first, it was a little bit rocky because, like, as you make something, it's right back. You push the same money right back into the business. So we all know that a business take at least 6 months to a year to flourish, and then you will see some type of, reward at the end. So everything you do, you have to do it to your best so that you will have your customers come back. So seeing repeated customers, it simply means you're doing something good. So that's what I look out for. I look out for all the great comments and the reviews that people give. I always tell people, take it to Facebook, share your experience, because with your experience, it helped me to go so far. Goes a long way.
That's extremely important. Now, you said you started off selling the chicken and nachos. And I thought I heard you say somewhere about selling a chicken wing for $1 or something like that.
Yes.
How did that experience with selling the chicken and the nachos fare out?
Okay, dollar wing. Well, chicken wings. Everybody loves chicken wings. So selling them at $1 a piece, it makes it more accessible for people who have who work hard, but there's not enough all the time to purchase like a $12 or $15 plate. They can buy like 4 pieces of wings from me for $4 and go home and make some tortillas. Or they can have it with some bread. So it's pretty easy, and it's affordable. So everybody loves cheap food. And everybody enjoy the wings. And so
And the recipe for the wings, or what was it a special recipe, or is just something done? I don't know.
I have my own little twist to my honey barbecue. So, and then there's another special sauce, but I can't share that on camera.
I agree. I wouldn't ask you to, because all of us have our little secrets, I'm an entrepreneur myself, and I know sometimes you have your little secrets that you keep and you guard very close to yourself, especially if you're selling food or drinks, the recipes and what have you. Some of the most guarded recipes, some of the soft drinks we consume, the recipes are the most guarded things in the world. So I understand all of that, and so on. So you had your wings, and that went very well, right?
Along with the nachos. So having nachos every day from Monday to Sunday, for $5, everybody gets to enjoy. If you're having a little craving and you know that, this is my last $5 or $6, but you know what, Shaneal, have some nachos over there for $5. So and I have to pay $12 or $15 for it. So I get to satisfy my craving, and
that's how you safely through the COVID era, right?
Yes.
The COVID crisis. And things start to get better, and more people start coming around. So how is it? What's the difference of then and now?
The difference of from then and now.
That things are improving.
Things are improving. If I go a day without making wings or nachos, my customers, they don't let me rest. I hear about it from now until the following day. So I always try to make sure I have everything, and especially now with the drinks. I even I doing rum cups. You remember cool cups?
Yeah.
All right. So now I do rum cups, and I charge $2 fair rum cup. And I just made to try this out, and I noticed that, okay, I make 50 cups, and by our time, everything gone. Yep.
As easy as that?
As easy as that. So like I said, people are at this point now that they're looking out for me. So if I mention that I'm going to be by the riverside, you're going to see them by the riverside. So that's what I love. I really love my customer base because they're very loyal. And I'm grateful for them, and I just hope that they keep on coming. And I always tell them, if I miss my hand today, I want you to tell me. So tomorrow I can make it 50 times better, and you will always come back.
So that's your Dangriga customer base. Now, what about people coming from other parts of the country? How would you attract them to you?
How would I attract them to me?
How would they find you?
How would they find me? They could find me on Facebook. I also have a business number that they can reach me at, 614-8050. So, and like I said, everybody knows because during the Easter break, and we had a big dance here called Bogody the other day, and that dance attracted people from all over Belize City, Cayo, everywhere. And tonight, again, they're having another event that attracts more people. So trust me, a lot of people have tried my drinks countrywide. And I'm just waiting to have my business at the point that I can start mass producing and sending them in, like having them in stores so that, you know, we can build this brand and everybody can enjoy a little piece of me.
Who's working with you? Have people working with you?
I have my friend Ellen, like she's so amazing. I could call Helen like right now and she was like, what you need me to do? And because like for poaching, it's a very tedious job. So, and I'm a little perfectionist. So my husband can tell you this. If he's not pouring the way I want him to pour, I automatically take over back the job.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
So you fire him and tell him?
I fire him. It's so funny. The other day, we would make some drinks and the baby gone because he was sleeping. The baby gone and set one of the orange squash right in his hand, and I just took a picture. That was so funny. You know, he was there sleeping on the job.
Yeah. Okay, then. So you had to let him go, no?
I had to let him go. Yeah, I had to let him make him sleep.
Poor fella, no? But he be tired, man. Remember, he work outside too, and that sort of thing. So it's good that you took him back, right?
He made sure, one thing about him, he makes sure that my mental health is good because he knows that the business is a little bit, you know, when it's time to get everything together, so that I don't get too flustered. He's always right there supporting me, so I'm grateful for him for that.
Now, you have samples of the wings here and the food here, or only the drinks? So we'll only do the drinks today. Today is only the drinks. Okay. So let's clarify that we do the drinks. Now, walk me through the process of preparing a drink, if you can do that, without giving away your secrets, of course.
Okay, sure.
All right. So we have moved a little way aside, and we have some pouches in our hand.
Yes.
And these are two different pouches. One is green and one is orange. Now, what's the difference between these two pouches now, beside the color?
Beside the color? This one is something similar to our rum punch, but not quite. It has my twist and my secrets.
Okay.
And this one is the famous Bogody juice. These are my best.
Bogody?
Bogody juice.
Bogody juice.
Yes.
Bogody juice.
So that in Garifuna, that's a Garifuna word for outside. And then what's the best way to go outside? I can guarantee you that these pouches will not, if they fall, you can just pick it up right back, brush it off, and continue to enjoy your cocktail.
And then you have a little straw.
Yes, you have your straw.
What's the price of these?
These go for $10 each.
$10 each? Okay.
But I always have beautiful promotions that I share with my customers. So sometimes these 17-ounce pouches go for $6, and as long as it's the local stuff that we have, the rums and the local juices, they go for $6. And if it's anything imported, they are 8 on promotion and the same 10 on regular. So I try not to charge too expensive because they can easily go to the restaurant and pay the same price. So what I try to do is capture them with the price, and they leave happy with a good drink, and they get a nice little buzz.
And like you said, they leave some money with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No. Now, what would you say to other young people who might want to try to become entrepreneurs themselves and try something for themselves? What advice would you give them?
Shoot for the stars, like shoot your shot. You honestly just need to motivate yourself. You have to be self-motivated. There's this brand that I adore. Mm-hmm. It's called Motivated. You know, you have to be motivated, right? But in this sense, like, we're motivated by money, so it's motivated. Mm-hmm. So what I would tell them is, like, no matter how complicated it seems, never give up. Consistency takes you a long way. The minute you're doing it on a daily basis, there will have somebody that will come to you every day. So little money takes you a long way. It's better to make some money than to make no money at all. So
I could support that. It's better to make a little money than to make no money at all. And but things like these entrepreneurial things that we do are usually things that come from within us, right? You know, it's something we bring out from inside of us.
yes, you have to have a drive for something. If you love something, do it, and do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. Just continue to be motivated. Like I said, I'll repeat and I'll repeat. Self-motivation takes you a long way. Consistency takes you even further. And great products make them come back.
Come back for more, right?
Yes.
They come back for more.
We wrap up our discussion with Shanil Williams, and she does a special presentation for our Belize Watch team. We take this break to hear from our partners.
Since 2008, the Belize Natural Energy Charitable Trust has created opportunities for Belizeans to develop themselves and their communities. The trust employs tools that are intuitive, collaborative, and accessible so that every Belizean is empowered to achieve their full potential. Over 200,000 Belizeans have been impacted because of our various initiatives. The Belize Natural Energy Charitable Trust, empowering Belizeans of today to create the Belize of tomorrow.
We are the Barry, offering you great products, good service, and of course, the lowest prices in the entire country. Visit us in Belize City, Belmopan, Sa Ignacio Cayo, Orangeat, and now in San Pedro, La Isla Bonita. The Barry. Get more? Be less.
Shell V Power, with 3 times more cleaning and friction-reducing molecules. Go well. Go Shell.
My name is Carlos Rodriguez. I am Belizean and I have been in this business for 6 years. Finally now, because of transparent prices, better product quality and fairness in the market, I can see my headway. I have worked hard to buy my own trucks, get my business going, and not depend on anyone. And with NGC operating in the market, I can feel good about the future for my small Belizean business and our employees. In just a short time, I have seen the difference in product quality. A better product means your beauty lasts longer and you get more value for your money. With NGC, there is a fair price across the country. No games or hidden middleman prices. My small business can finally compete in a fair way and be able to pass on better prices to you, our consumers. Trust me, I've been in this business a long time, and finally the playing field is level and transparent. I am Carlos Rodriguez from San Ignacio Town, and I can finally see my headway.
The National Gas Company Belize Limited, fueling Belize forward.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from.
Okay, so you brought me here at this corner, and I see some bottles behind me. Is that because you're going to make a do a sample of what you do, or?
Yes, a quick one of the,
This is, okay, let's put this down here. Using the ice. You want to walk me through this? As you go
So
along?
we use the ice when
And I know you left out on these secret already, but
yes, and this is my special blend.
There we go.
Yes, I'm counting in my head, by the way. So I'm gonna use a fresh bottle of coconut rum.
Okay, another Belize coconut rum, right?
Yes. And we're gonna use about an ounce and a half of this.
So you already in your mind know what's an ounce and a half?
Yes.
Okay. And you mix that up, right?
Yes.
We're not asking where you do just now, but okay. Well, that part of the secret, right?
Yes.
But were you a bartender at when you were?
Yes.
That's where you learned to do these
Yes.
things. So
I'm a bartender by profession.
profession, you're a bartender. So because you're a bartender, that's what you know. You're taking the same expertise that you have and marketing it and living off it. This is great.
Yes.
And as your own boss too.
Yes, as my own boss.
You say your husband cooperate more with you, but you're not boss, right? So
No, he doesn't. He's more of my wingman. So I'm gonna give this one to you.
okay.
And then you guys are tasting those
Then I'm tasting the
specials.
commercial product, right? So let me taste this commercial product. This is what again? Remind me.
It's called the Bogota juice.
The Bogota juice.
Yes, it's the outside juice.
Outside juice, and it's made by
Shay Jays Frozen Point.
Shay Jays Frozen Point. All right, here we go. So it's a Bogota.
Bogota.
Bogota. All right. Bogota. Nice. Congratulations, you got a good product.
Thank you very much. And
You
I
definitely have a good product.
and like I
Bogota.
said, you get
And where can I find more Bogota?
just contact me. I haven't put it in the stores yet. I'm working on everything.
Okay.
So I'll have everything set up. And definitely one of these days I might just run to Live FM and drop you off a few pouches.
That would be nice. That would be nice. All right. Good stuff. You know,
Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying.
this is very good stuff. Now your husband, I keep referring to him all the time, right? And but people I say, why I'm referring to him and nobody
Nobody
come.
see him, huh?
Yeah. So come inside, young man, and let's find out who you are. All right. Nice meeting you. As you know me, I'm Rene.
Enir Aranda.
Huh?
Enir Aranda.
Enir Aranda. And Enir, you have been supporting your wife, which she said that you support her tremendously. She even said that sometimes you drop her asleep, but you still support her and the job and what have you. So tell me about this whole thing, man. How this whole marriage thing and combination and support go?
Well, I always, like she said before, I always do my best to keep her emotional balance, especially with the stress where she tend to face from time to time. Yeah, like we do have the ups and downs and things like that there with as any relationship do. But like most of the time, whenever she feels more stressed, I tend to play with her a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah, like in at the end, we end up they have a good laugh it off, and then after that, they right back into the work. Yeah, like I always, like she said, she was always a perfectionist. I like, if you want people to help you, then you have to get in a chance to learn it so that you could do your thing, right? But most of the time, I end up to get kicked out of it.
Okay.
And then after that, at some point, I end up to get rehired.
Oh, all right. For some reason, you have to rehire you again.
That's true.
So you're not worried about it.
I don't take it too hard, man. I just take it one day at a time.
Yeah, so you say, "Boss, that's the way I want you, all right, you know, but when you're ready for me, again, just hear me." Right? She has a very heavy entrepreneurial spirit. I mean, you can say that she wants to be on her own. She doesn't want to be working for anybody and be subjected to anybody. And I think that's what you like, right?
Yeah. I always tell her whatever you want to do, go for it. And however I could push you and support you, I there for you.
That's important when the both of you work together, complementing each other and what have you. That's what makes success in a family. The family working together. That component is extremely important, for success. So let me congratulate both of you for working together. Anything you want to tell me when I ask you?
I don't have not much.
I don't big talker, but
no, I don't talk that much. Like most of the time when I do it with my friends and I clown myself, cause she know me as a clown, or majority of my friends they know me as a clown. Cause I always the idle about, or they say something foolish, or they post something foolish on Facebook or WhatsApp. But aside from that, I always stay quiet in my corner.
Okay, well give me a favorite joke, man. Watch your camera, give me a favorite joke. Since you like clock yourself.
Not up on the spot. I don't really got no joke prepared per se or anything like that. That's all maybe some other time I catch up on the right time. I could pop one off, but nah, I got nothing right though. We'll catch you one of these days on the rebound with some jokes or something or the other, right? Yeah, sure. I try to make sure that I got something good that, when you think about it later on, you just shake your hand and put there I don't know how you come up with that one, but a good one.
You come up with it, right?
Yeah.
Chris like that kind of thing there, so you see how you smile. Chris is the cameraman, by the way. So one of them said Chris.
Oh, okay.
Behind the camera. I put him in front of the camera one day.
Okay. Well, whenever the man ready, when you feel if you're ready for step forward front of the camera, you put her right at front, man. Then time the man a smile for years to years, or he got a serious face, so get an interview or talk and say whatever you need to say to the other person.
But the entrepreneurial spirit is what I like, Once you get that entrepreneurial spirit and then go get it, that's how people need to move Belize forward. More good entrepreneurs who take something and make a living out of it, right? Now, the future. Let's look towards the future. You said you want to expand your business. You want to put it in the stores and put it all over the country, basically. And then maybe one day, who knows, all over the world.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What the vision you have?
What I see for myself, I'm giving myself a short-term goal. I see myself opening a beautiful frozen point here in Dangriga that you can get amazing cocktails and just delicious finger food. And I honestly want my products to be in stores, and I want them to be enjoyed by, every adult that's young and old. I also do virgin drinks for kids, so hopefully one day that I can get those out and the kids will get to enjoy those as well. So I just want to continue build on the brand and continue to make people enjoy the cocktails, and both at home and abroad maybe someday.
Okay. And your vision for the future of the business?
Well, like I said,
line with hers?
Yeah. As far as we could push it, shoot as far as we could go.
Right.
Above and beyond.
I like what you say above and beyond, because we usually say Belize and beyond, right? Mm-hmm. And I guess that's where you want to go with this product. Yes. All of Belize and then even beyond Belize. Yes. Right? With a product that originates in Belize,
Local Belize.
Local Belize.
Yes,
product.
local Belize.
So, I understand that you like the same song that Love FM plays in the morning, Love, right? Yes. With Natalie Cole. And I think you asked her to sing it, but would you sing it for us on camera?
Bit, yes.
Yeah, I'd like to hear you doing that, because that would warm my heart. That song plays on Love FM, and the story behind it is that when I was just starting 30 years ago, I went to Miami to my brother Tom, and I didn't have a CD with it, but he had just bought that particular CD, right? And he gave it to me, and we looked at the song Love, and I said, okay, this I will use as a theme song for Love FM. The feeling of this, love is for, L is for that, O is for that, P is for that, and what have you. So to hear you spontaneously singing it a while ago, I got to come back and ask you to please sing it on camera, please. Okay, let's hear it.
is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. And love is all that I'm gonna give to you. And love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. That love was made for me and you.
Wow, that was fantastic. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. All right? Thank you. Made me emotional. These things are usually done out of love, right? Because you have to have a lot of love for what you're doing. You agree with me? You have to have a lot of love for what you do, right? And when you have a lot of love, that's because you choose to love and to love what you're doing, right? And you know what we usually say at Love FM and Love TV? What we usually say? Belize and beyond. Thanks for choosing love. Belize Watch. Knowledge of the past, impacting the present, building the future.
Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what?